See if this works.
I'm seeing right now.
Seeing right now.
It hasn't shown up yet. My notifications.
Not yet. We should be live now, I believe. Seeing right now. All right, yeah, I just had to check the audio real quick. Streaming. All right, and then I'll put it on the server. And then fun stream. All right, there we go.
Awesome possum.
Awesome, bro. Now closing that. I got a concurrent viewer. All right. So, oh Jesus Christ. I thought
Where?
I almost unplugged. Yeah, where is Jesus Christ? Okay. All right.
Someone
So,
please save us.
someone please save us. Um. Somebody say so. The fuck are you and why am I subbed? I have no idea why you're subbed.
That's a good
I mean,
question.
here's the thing. Like, there's actually two groups of people who are subbed to me. It was before Jay started putting stuff on my channel, and then uh, after.
Oh yeah,
So,
this used to be the Senate, right? The Senate.
no, I used to post on this account back in 2016, back when I used to do other things. Like, I had like 360 subs
Oh,
from
okay.
another shit. So some of those people are still around. But
Oh, I thought
also,
you changed it back to Stalin after a while.
yeah, I just didn't like it anymore.
Okay.
But yeah, the I made one of the reviews. Hate made two of the reviews. Jace has made most of them.
Mm-hmm.
So we all make the reviews. um,
But
also, by the
Stalin gets
way,
all of the hate. He
yeah,
gets all.
I get all of the hate apparently. Yeah, my voice sounds like shit. But I think the stream would be funnier with me suffering the entire way through. Um, so it's just gonna be me and hate doing
Stalin's
this.
a masochist confirmed.
Yeah, I'm a confirmed masochist. So what's gonna go on right now is we're just gonna have some fun reading some comments that I've gotten since Jason, Hate, and I started making content on this channel. With the goal of pissing people off, I guess.
Yeah,
Even though it feels like it's gone
it's
on
been like
for a little bit more than that, I guess.
it's been going on for over the course of. Let me just check real quick. I want to say at the very least, almost a year,
A
10 months,
year.
10 months.
Yeah. All right. Person saying your voice is hot. um. Oh yeah. So the person saying hate comments. I guess it's more than just hate comments. He also got really weird comments.
Yeah, you got people trying to make arguments about why their shit show isn't shit.
um. Okay. Uh. I'm gonna make sure that the stream is catching up very well. It's on low latency. All right. Good. So we have a large list of comments. Thank you, Hate,
Hmm.
for giving us or blessing me with your list of comments.
It's in no way extremely biased.
This is in no way extremely biased. We're not cherry picking at all. Ross, I know you're watching this stream. We're totally not cherry picking some of these
Yeah.
comments. All right, don't worry, buddy. I know you really care a lot about us. Okay, you love what we do, and we love you.
Hmm. And you definitely have a wife and children outside of your life in the internet.
Let's see. Read the chat. But do you seriously need a cough drop? I took congestion medicine earlier. That's what's going on with me. I don't have COVID. I already got my COVID shot, but
Shot, shot, shot,
shot,
shot,
shot,
shot,
shot, shot.
shot.
No, I'm having really bad congestion from my allergies, and last night it's really bad. Hey, all you see, you got the Hasman kids comments organized. I wouldn't say they're organized. I just say that Hate gathered a lot of them in one spot. Um, Stalin is dying. I am dying, but I will continue to do the show because fuck you.
The show must go on.
The show must go on. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and open this one. Um, Ooh, geez. All right, this is probably one of my favorite ones. The next time I ever see you do this on a has been hell of a boss, I swear to God, I'm getting your channel deleted. And this was on the Poo Poo Lane review. Um, and then next thing you know, there's like 3 more reviews of it on the channel.
Yeah, zoom in a little bit, Stalin, so they can see it.
Zoom in a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, my bad. Oh God. Oh, Jesus Christ. It's a little bit hard. Hold on. Let me just change the window on OBS real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. Window capture. Hold on, man. I got to Alt Shift. There we go. Now it's fixed.
I swear to God, when Sheldon showed me that trick, I was like, "Oh my fuck!"
Holy shit, dude. All right, there you go. Now you can see it. Let's see here. You sound like you smoke 50 packs of cigs a day. I hope I don't.
I wish I did.
Oh, Jesus Christ. No, I fucking hate cigarettes. He checked out the
Why
Hasman
big
community. I made it a couple of times. Let's see here. Can I zoom in now? Yeah, it doesn't want to work out very well, I don't believe. There we go. Yeah, I can switch it around. There you go. You know what gets me is the atrocious grammar, punctuation, and all that jazz. All right, yeah, that's much better. I fixed it. You can see it now. Hey, clearly you can see it as I die.
Yeah.
But this is one of my favorites because we just kept making videos. The channel still seems to be here. I haven't gotten any community strikes. I seem to be just fine.
Yeah, Stalin's the great PR master when it comes to censoring Jason I's jokes.
Okay, hey, I've never.
That's not a complaint.
Yeah, I know. I've never censored any of your jokes, but here's the thing, guys. In 2 of Jace's reviews, there were jokes that were made that like I didn't exactly have a problem with. The problem is YouTube. I didn't want YouTube taking the reviews down potentially because of those jokes, so I had to take out the jokes. I mean, again, I apologize to Jace, but like. I don't want YouTube to Thanos my channel, so I don't want that to happen. So the next thing we got is let's see here. It's actually a response to that comment that I actually had to approve, and hopefully YouTube didn't Thanos that comment. Let's see here. Can't wait for Lio to review episode 5. I don't know if that's gonna happen. Like he had like a poll and people said no. I have no idea. Like, I'll definitely say I'm not doing it. Like, I'm fucking.
I'll definitely do it.
Yeah, like I'm fucking done for now. I got to work on the Skyrim part 2 review that nobody watched for the first 2 parts. So that's what I'm gonna be doing, and also a Warhammer 40k battle report. So that's what I'm gonna be doing.
I watched it, Stalin.
Yeah, I know. We watched ourselves review a fucking game hate.
We video masturbated.
Oh God. All right, so let's go ahead and read Ross Boy's comment. Now this channel has none of the whatever the fuck that is. I don't know. Chershia. I don't know. To get it deleted due to the crappy reviews. I would like it gone, and they should try to not be trolls and get a fan base triggered and make good reviews that don't have crappy memes every second and not saying the words fag, faggot, and retard all the time. God, I hate this guy that reviews has been in hell of a boss, and I did not like the people supporting this channel's actions. Not because I am a cringy fan, yeah, totally not because I'm a cringy fanboy. But I feel that these reviews were crap, and all they were trying to do was troll and harass people. They literally say that.
God, I will be laughing my ass off as if they have someone voice my comment.
Congrats.
Hopefully everyone expect the trolls are doing good.
Yeah, congrats. You got my broken voice to narrate your comment, Ross. Don't worry. Yeah, man's voice is cracking hard. I know, dude. I'm fucking I'm destroyed
Disney
right
Pop
now.
is gonna come and simp for him, Stalin.
Okay, so by the way, we never said that. None of us have ever said our goal is to harass Vivzy Pop. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
No,
please cite to me in my video or any of Jace's video where he said, I'm doing this because I want
to
I want
harass
people to
Vivzy Pop.
harass Vizzy Pop.
Like, yeah, don't get me wrong. Like, it is to piss people off. Like, it's rage bait, but
Hmm.
none of this like is motivated by like the want to harass somebody. That's ridiculous. And even then, let's put that into perspective. Let's say we are actually like trying to harass her. Are we
Hmm.
doing a very good job of trying to harass her?
I don't know. It depends on the perspective. I mean, people can definitely say that these critiques are worth, I don't know, going to Vizzy about it, and it's like your show sucks and whatever, and for this reason, blah 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 blah. You know. I mean,
um,
it depends. It's like if are people harassing her with our criticisms, or people harassing her and her crew with our videos. You know, it's always possible. But I'm not saying that the videos themselves are designed to do that.
I mean, but here's the thing though. Like,
Our
let's take the
intentions.
videos like what they are, what they are. Okay, let's take those videos and like how does that classify as harassment? Even then, like if the intention is harassment, like how the fuck even is that harassment? That's not what that is.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's not like Jace and I like well, I won't speak for Jace, but I'll just say that myself that I refrain from mentioning Vivzy and my opinions about her writing, but that's mostly just because out of proxy, she and Brandon are the ones who write these fucking episodes, so it's like it's like if there's a finger to point at, it's these dumbasses.
Yeah. All right. Let me. So- There's just another good one. Somebody in the chat said, "You got some OJ and some lemon tea nearby, dude." I've been drinking tea all day, man. However, I'm gonna keep doing the stream. I'm gonna truck through it. I'll be fine. My congestion is gotten much better. Earlier today, I couldn't speak, so I've gotten a lot better. But I think I sent this one to you the other day. Hey,
Yeah,
suck my
straight from the bowels of Pornhub.
this is straight from the bowels of Pornhub. Suck my ASD. Um, I don't know why this one makes me laugh so much. It's like, how did you forget to throw in the other S? Like,
Mm.
how did you just let that get by?
It's not like we're dissing on you for forgetting to put like a period at the end of that statement. It's like, dude, you spelt ass wrong, or are you just purposely censoring yourself?
I have no idea. I don't know if you're purposefully censoring yourself. I'm not exactly sure.
Doing a shitty job, man.
Um, all right, let's go ahead and let's take a look at this. So let's read the bottom part first. You're an easy peasy clone.
What the fuck is easy peasy?
I don't. If anybody in the chat know what
What is
easy
an easy
peasy.
peasy? What is an easy peasy, guys?
Um, I thought like he's trying to say PK Russell, like, but I don't think that matches very well. Like, I know there's been another comment person that has said like you're just a PK Russell clone, which is no, definitely not.
Someone said I was like Cinema Sins, and I was like, thanks.
Yeah. Um, let's see here. Easy Peasy is a commentator of shorts. Um, I guess by this person's logic, that person's videos are like Jace's, and I highly doubt that. Not exactly sure. Um, I hope one of their people hops in the live chat to read. I mean, that'd be fun, but we're just reading the comments here. That's it. God damn, you swallow a cactus before this? No, I swallowed some mucus, and I've been getting rid of it all day. So that's where I've been, buddy. Let's see. I don't agree with all the stuff you say about Hell of a Boss, but it's good to have I mean, yeah, it's good to have criticism, and it's also good to have fun. And also good to have fun to piss people off as well. Uh, I'll say that. God, my spelling. All right, we'll read
Well,
the other half. Okay. I don't usually do this, but go kill yourself, you dumb motherfucker. How dare you, asshat? The show is great and nothing less yet. My God. What are you gonna say, hate?
I wish so they'd say that to me, but actually give me like a genuine argument as to why I'm wrong or why the show is any good, like proper standard of quality.
Yeah.
So I'd be like, oh, okay. I still think it's shit. Like, what do you want me to do here?
What do you want me to do? I mean, don't be wrong. Like, I think I've spoken to you like about things in your reviews that I disagree with. Like, I think that I wouldn't have reviewed episode 1. Jase didn't even want to bother. Like, he didn't think that there was that much to even really work with. I think meme wise.
Well, meme-wise, but you know me, I wasn't there for the memes. I was there. The meme for me was to shit on the bad writing.
Yeah, like I had I of course I had the issue with the the whole morality bullshit. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Like, how did you? I don't understand how you missed that. Like, that's such a dilemma. That's such a dilemma for the character. It's really confusing.
Wait, did you say how I missed that, or?
No, the writers.
Oh, okay.
The morality bullshit.
Oh, okay.
Let's see here. But the worst thing I did was argue with the grammar broken obvious child in your last video. Their opinions gave me a headache. I don't even get voice crack though, like that voice hike. I don't get notifications for people arguing in my comment section like with each other. I never see that. Like, I have to go in my comments, which I don't do very often, by the way. The main comments I see are in my notifications tab, and I don't. So that's like what, 30% of them, 40% of them. So that's about it. All right. All memes aside, you sound cute as fuck. I'm gonna take that as a compliment. A weird compliment, but thanks, I guess. Okay. Your voice is really bad, like I can hear the horses. Yeah, I wonder why. Do I have to explain it for like the 5th time on stream? I'm not going to explain it again. But yeah, I decided to just continue with the stream anyways. I don't really care. I'm having fun.
Yeah, I'm having fun.
All right. The other one, I also posted, I think I showed this in the review as well. Holy shit, nobody cares. I just like someone try to fucking pin at Rouge. That's hilarious. I hope you die. Oh, that's this is directed at Jase, obviously. It's on Jase's Addict Music video review. So Jase, no, keep this person in your head at night while you sleep. This person wants you to die. All right. 2 coughs for Jase. Okay. 2 coughs for Jase. And then we have another one from Ross.
We have a lot from Ross.
You have a lot from Ross. Yeah, I love you too, Rouge. You're probably sipping for Cactus Voice.
Fun fact, Jase is British.
Yeah, I talked with Jase about this earlier. I'm like, I don't know if Ross is trying to to pull like a dox move here. Is like, I know Jase lives in the UK or something. Like, okay.
I think he stated that publicly like numerous number of times.
Yeah, like, who cares? Like, congrats, you figured that out. He's not British though, by the way. Like, you could clearly tell, like, he's not British. Like, he doesn't have that fucking accent. And just because you live in the UK doesn't mean that you're British. So say that. You know it's a valid argument if they tell you to tombstone yourself, of course. Old PP gun. Well, okay, the PP gun is a big shooter that I had B draw. He had a hard time drawing that, but it was funny.
Trigger the Viv's Tards, own the Viv's Tards song.
All right. We have one for, you can read this one.
All right. Why are we bad for wanting to kill insert political opponent and their strawman name tags here that are only applicable to the character because the character was written by people who clearly don't understand their political opponents? These writers really project themselves onto these murderous, amoral demons, huh?
Okay, so this is not a negative comment. Yeah, this was on the first stream, wasn't it?
No, this was on a response to your review of episode 4.
Oh, okay. No, I see. Okay, I see what the person's saying. I mean, here's the thing. I might as well talk about that joke. I didn't do the best job. Like, I just wanted to move on. Like, I gave like just a basic statement of this just breaks the immersion completely. But my problem with that joke is that like how do I
Very on the nose. There was no subtlety. There was
there's no subtlety. Like, when it comes to breaking the fourth wall, either you do it very often or you do it very rarely. And Hell of a Boss does it like at least once per episode now at this point,
hmm
which I guess you could say is rarely, like once per episode. Um, so I guess I don't have a problem with like the amount of fourth wall breaks, but it's very on the fucking nose. I think it goes on for too long, like especially with Blitz saying like, "Okay, you're getting too real here, Moxie." I'm like, "Okay, seriously, can really?" Like, is it not enough that like he's already like obsessed with money? Like, we get it.
Well, it's like I just questioned that. It's like first it's hypocritical because you guys are doing this for money. So you guys are complaining about a system that you live in, and then you're saying this guy is authoritarian. It's like how is this old fuck authoritarian? He's an inventor who makes shit. And then by that extension, isn't that like at least a preferable descriptor for your society because you guys basically live in a place where the strong rule and the weak basically get stepped on.
Yeah. Um,
It's like it seems like you guys are just bitching about your own society at this point.
which again, like I said in the review, I actually agree with Moxie, but like,
Yeah.
um, I'm a leftist, but um, I sat there just like, okay, really? Like, did this need to be here?
Well, it's like besides like people who are like outwardly philanthropistic, and it's like I'm even talking about rich people. It's like who really here disagrees that most rich people are corrupt, bad people. It's like I don't think anyone here is. What's there's no real big revelation. It's kind of just like when
Like, yeah,
Family
like
Guy
we
was.
know this.
It's like when Family Guy was dissing on Trump. It's like yeah, we know all this. It's not on the nose. It's not subtle, and it's fucking annoying.
Yeah, so here's the thing: if you're gonna pull something like that, you have to be a little bit more creative about it. When
hmm
you do commentary like that, one of the I'm trying to think of this really good example of commentary on hyper capitalism. Um,
I don't
I
even think Mr. Robot does a good job on that because, well, it's mostly done in voiceovers and it's very direct or whatever. It lacks subtlety when it comes to its commentary, and I think that's like my biggest complaint of the show.
Yeah, I can't think of it right now, but there are much better examples if I could think of at the top of my head and stop being retarded of things that criticize hypercapitalism. But the way that they did that, like I just couldn't stand it. Like I was, and I already hated like much of that episode anyways. So when it came to that joke, I just wanted to fucking die.
Well, it's like when that joke came, I wasn't really surprised because the simple fact that Vivzy, when she made, what was it, Has Been Hotel, and they basically like unsubtly established the fact that hell practices capitalism, it bad. I'm like, okay. I mean,
Can you convey that a little bit more creatively?
well, I mean, I'd definitely say it was like a bit more subtly because it's just world building, but it's like, oh, look, guys, Vivzy says that capitalism is evil because they practice it in hell.
Woo. Okay. People could just
I,
kind of murder each other though.
I honestly preferred a more intricate barter system.
Barter one. Yeah. What's Blitz's barter skill? Tell me, hey.
Well, I would definitely say that as a trade, he can kill people, and we do know it is established and has been hotel that people in hell can die, and that there are assassins who do go out of their way to kill people for money. So it's what's supposed to be unique about it is that they're killing people in the living worlds, and I've already explained why that's a problem because the mechanism pretty much undermines the premise of the more as those writing douchebags says is the more serious plot oriented show, and it's like how am I supposed to take this shit seriously if the writers aren't even going to bother to explain why other races and other people are able to transport themselves from Earth to hell or hell to Earth or vice versa, and not establish some proper rules. And then you go out of your way in a future episode to basically be like, the book can take you anywhere. And I'm like, okay, well, that reduces the problem. I mean, it doesn't reduce the problem of the significance of the book because now you're basically telling me, so why are they fucking killing people with guns? Why don't they just push them into like the fucking vacuum of space and kill them? It's like, why do you need to do that anymore? It just seems to suck all the fun out of it now. And the show didn't really give an explanation as to why Stolas doing it is any different from if Blitz were to do it.
Yeah, I love the space example so much. I fucking love it.
But I mean, like, just like in terms of like what is Blitz's craft, it's like, well, I mean, that's where the whole creative thinking comes in, Stalin. It's like you can invent.
Oh,
Oh, hi, Jase.
reacting to mean comments. I didn't know that was today.
Yeah,
well, I guess in that case, hold on. Let me fix this real quick. Yeah, it's everybody's. It's the owner of the channel.
Yeah, that's me. Yes.
Hold on.
Hello.
Let me get the.
Jase has come to collect his rent.
Let me go get
Pretty much.
the game show man.
Oh, really? Okay, fine. Go get your game show, man. My game show, man.
Okay, here's your game show man. It's on screen. I'm not gonna fucking move it anywhere else. It's probably gonna get in the way of the comment. I don't care.
I don't know. You could just put it like the face like below, right below like the.
There we go. I did it.
Just yeah, it's fine.
There we go.
Give me a link to the drive because
give it to him, mate.
We're on Image. Here, I'll tell you when I send it.
I'll be here for about maybe 30 minutes.
All right.
That's fine.
Yeah, so a surprise cameo, I guess, from everybody's favorite fucking reviewer.
So which one are you on?
We're on Image IMG_3080.
It's the second row.
Yeah. I see it. Yeah, go ahead. You guys keep talking.
All right. Yeah, so we're gonna actually move to the Ross one, the 3081.
Okay.
Okay. God, does this channel have a fan base? Apparently, I believe that is it's a very negative thing. We shouldn't have a fan base. Nobody here should have fans.
I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I wish I didn't have fans. Yeah. Most of them turned out to be retards anyway. So
well, you get to make fun of those retards, man.
Yeah, I guess, Like,
and in the case of Ross, you make videos for these retards.
Well, exactly. Well, yeah, exactly. Listen, Ross, you're a baby. You're watching this. You're my biggest fan. I know that. You know that. And you're my most appreciated fan. So
on behalf of my 0 patrons, let me send you a complimentary noose.
I'm dying.
Jesus, he sounds like an old man when he laughs.
I know it hurts, but I've decided to do this stream anyways because I thought it'd be more funny that way.
God, these guys are such jackasses. Well, thank you, Ross.
Oh, yeah.
I love your valuable criticism. And any other time you want to leave it, by all means, Rossy Poo, my favorite Ross boy. Come on, give me more comments, okay?
Yeah. And then the next one, I respond to. I believe I respond to one of those comments. And I say these random guys on the internet really are getting to you. And then Lio's not very happy about it either.
Stop being a coward and get in the server to confront us directly, or I'll start covering this series myself and be far more mean about it. I'm tired of your nonsense. Ross, tired of yours too.
Oh man.
Despite the fact that him and Leo never really interacted with one another, so where does this tired of yours too coming from exactly? Unknown. But okay.
Ross is everywhere, Jase. He's got like alts and.
Well, as long as he doesn't go to Walmart and get a gun and then show up at our doorstep, I'll be fine.
All right. And then we just have like the entire chain here. I guess Hate decided to put the whole fucking comment chain there. Let's see here. It's like, no, you're trying to get to me. Well, here's the thing, Ross. We have gotten to you. Like, that's just a fucking fact at this point. Like, you left comments on my discussion page. Like
The thing that nobody's used since 2010.
yeah, like you literally went there. Oh God, what the hell was that? It was like a fucking worm crawling in there. Yeah, you went to my discussion page. You like what the fuck? We have gotten to you, and you keep
You made
coming-
a Twitter account. You made a Twitter account just for the specific purpose of contacting me to ask about my content, Ross.
Yeah.
Like, you're going through some, like, it's not like massive links, making a Twitter account ain't hard, but the fact that you even made a Twitter account for the purpose of, like, finding out about my intentions, that's just way too funny. So, yeah. You
But-
gotta read the
I'm
whole
not
chain,
the one
or-
crying here, boy. Stop being a coward and get in. Actually, you know what? I'm not even going to put stuff against Vizzy on my channel. I know that no, I actually didn't get the rest of
It's
that.
fine, whatever. It doesn't
It's a
matter
whatever.
what you said.
Ross is like, well, this is funny. Do a collab so it is funnier. God, I did not know why I am making you so angry.
Guys, do you hear how angry I am? I'm so angry. I'm so angry that Ross keeps coming back and giving us views on our videos, man. Just pisses me off.
I'm very worried about him, Jase. I think he's hearing
Are
voices
you?
in his head.
Should we call 911 and then tell them that Ross Melton on the internet is having a meltdown?
No.
So funny.
Reality check. I didn't know you were subscribed to Mark Felton. Yeah, I do like Mark Felton's content. I was subbed to him when he had like 50K or something. People were like weren't watching his videos, and then he exploded all of a sudden. Let's see here. Let's move on to the next one. So I've had this one guy recently. Before we get into
I
Elias
saw
part.
this.
Yeah, and this guy. This is just another person that's like, oh my God, Stalin. I'm like, who are you? Dude, I just...
Literally
It's your
fucking
biggest
who?
fan.
It's
It's your biggest fan.
it's
The one
another
that does
biggest
fan
fan?
art for you.
It's-
I think
no.
it's the same guy.
No, this is
No?
a different guy.
Oh, okay.
No, like I've had like 2 or 3 of these people.
Oh, look at that.
So yeah, dude, I don't know you. Like you shouldn't don't idolize me, please. I'm nobody to be idolized. I'm just some fucking guy on the internet. All right, hey, you can get to Elias part.
You're not making anyone angry. I know you're dumb and struggle with differentiating emotions, but this is just tired. But this is just tired of you being a gutless coward because mommy and daddy didn't raise you
Properly, I'm guessing.
properly. Yeah.
Lol. No, I am proving they are dumb and do not know what they are talking about. That hit you too close to home, did it? I think
I'll
Ross
to the next
skipped,
one.
I
Not
think
in-
Ross skipped school as a kid, so
I am in
Go
your
ahead.
head.
I'm-
Not in the least bit. You may want to get tested for spectrum disorder.
I like your clever words. He likes his clever words, guys.
I'll make you eat those words.
How is this an insult? Many smart people have autism. Oh boy, here we go. Here we go with this line of logic. I don't know. What? You don't what? You don't have autism, or you don't have the smarts that some autistic people have?
I have
Like,
neither. I have
neither.
the syndrome nor the smarts.
I am also tried. He was tried, guys. He was tried in the court of law. Of all of your cringy insults, maybe you should get tested for HIV, I'm assuming, or something. I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe you should get tested.
Let me read this from the comments. Lio threatened to dox him. You should talk to
Yes,
Lio
he did.
about that. I don't know why you're mentioning that right now to me, but I guess it's because it's in my comment section. You should probably talk to him about that.
Leo did threaten to dox him, and my response to that is, and
like it's like okay, I don't really care.
What?
right. Leo does what Leo does, and you have a problem with him. I'm sure Leo will happily, interact with you.
Let's hear, and also covering up the fact that Lio was threatening to dox someone several times.
Oh my God, guys! Such a cover-up operation going on here. I feel like good.
Who's
This
Lyle
is,
threatened to doc?
The
Well,
real
no,
Thomas.
Leo did actually threaten to dox Ross Melton
Ross?
in the comments. Yeah,
Well, I mean,
he did
didn't
actually.
he technically dox himself by putting his real name out there?
Yeah, but regardless of that, I don't know why this guy is bringing it up. Fuck you. Regardless of that, I don't know why this guy is bringing it up over here. That's if you have an issue with that's a concern you can take up with Leo. In fact, you can come over into our server and hit up that concern with him right now, or whenever he's online. By all means.
Yeah, we got cookies and puppies in there, and we got a verified therapist.
By all means. Oh, my voice
Who
is
could possibly do that?
getting better. All right. Let's hear.
Yeah.
You
and
can
then
continue.
this continues. Yeah. And for the record, or actually, let me go back. Oh fuck. Okay. Never said there was anything wrong with having autism, sport. I'm just pointing out that you suck at reading emotions, and that's indicative of people that have that disorder. And for the record, you wouldn't be considered among the smart people that have autism if you do have it, because you like Vizzy's work. That automatically disqualifies you for being considered smart. Just keep getting offended at the mean reviews and mean words. Maybe your offense will eventually make your daddy love you.
Oh, okay, sporty boy. What an insult! What an opener!
It's just like Bible boy. It's just like
Yo, that sounds like something a gay man would say to another gay man in the gay club.
It sounds
Hey,
like a man
sporty
who wants
boy.
divorce illegal.
You have one hell of an opinion that is by fact wrong. An opinion that is by fact wrong on a subjective piece of art. Okay. And you say you should go checked out as an insult, not a recommendation. You probably deny what I just wrote out. And my dad watches Hell of a Boss. That explains everything.
Yeah.
In fact, you know what? You could have just stopped there. That explains absolutely everything. And he loves it. Yeah, I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it. I'm sure your dad buys you all the Hell of a Boss merchandise, limited edition and all that stuff.
Thank you for giving us more for contributing and giving us more content to shit on.
In fact, you know what? Invite your dad into the comment section. Hell, have him leave a comment in one of these reviews. I'd love that. And then Leo concludes with.
Well, no, and then there's a little bit more. Maybe chill out with the mommy and daddy insults you throw at me. Also,
okay, you have one hell of an opinion that is by fact wrong, and you say you should get loves it so. Maybe chill out with the mommy and daddy insults you throw at me. Also, you keep responding to me in this manner, so you are either annoyed or upset. Probably the latter. Gods, you are dumb. Gods, several gods.
It's polytheistic. Jase's a Hindu.
That would explain a lot of you as a Hindu. Wait, look. Several gods, but he's a fan of a show about hell. Maybe he's satanistic. I don't know.
That explains your lack of sense, taste, and courage. You were raised by worthless clowns.
You were raised by Blitzo.
You were raised by the retard. Okay, move on to the next one.
And then this is a comment from my video. This is actually a criticism I missed. It's supposed to be in reference to like when they put the flyer up, and Moxie's like, "This plan is never gonna work," and then a whole line of people show up, and then Blitz is like, "So who's first?" And then this guy comments, "What do you mean who's first? They're in a line."
Wait, hold on. Isn't this the guy who makes like cringy content? He came into our server at some point and we just kind of clowned on him as well.
Finn McCool? No, I don't believe so.
Okay. Well, fair enough.
We'll get back to that later. If Finn McCool wants to step forward, then let us know.
Okay.
The real Finn McCool wants to stand up.
And then we get on to a paragraph for, I believe this is on your video, Hate?
Yeah, this is on episode 4. It says, "You see, sometimes you actually bring up some good points, and then it's just getting destroyed by things." At 9:29, when I said Moxie was so concerned about being found out that she calls the police, and they don't get on the fact that it's like I'm critiquing the fact that the episode isn't taking into consideration this fact, which is supposed to prove the inconsistency about them being exposed. So this was never something Moxie as a character had to juggle with. Am I gonna risk exposing my wife and boss just to help this family, or am I just gonna have to off them all so we don't get in trouble? But it's like, no, that never comes up because this plot point in episode 3 was written in hindsight. So it says Moxie didn't call the police because he was worried about they would be exposed, but because he didn't want to kill the children and give everyone a chance. Things like this just feel like you tried to find something bad, but an easy excuse to ignoring criticism on your own video is just calling everyone who doesn't jump on a bandwagon a stupid fanboy, which I never said.
Wait, this is episode 1 though, right?
No, this is episode 3. So this was in the sequence in my episode 3 review when I was
He
referencing
basically
earlier
mentioned the stuff in episode
yeah,
1.
all the instances where like this either falls in line or contradicts this whole if we go up and we don't have disguises, we'll get in trouble.
Okay. Yeah, because like I see him like, talking about calling the police. I'm like, what, you mean like in episode 1 when he had the phone? I have no fucking clue.
You mean in episode 1 where he literally walked past the working phone?
Oh yeah, and
like
then the
like
next
in every
comment is
community,
that.
there are toxic people, but why should everyone be judged solely on that? The one thing I have to credit you for is that there are far less unfunny memes that are just shoved in the video.
Well, I feel like I think that's a jab at me over there.
Yeah, it's a jab at you.
So many unfunny memes, despite the fact that people constantly come over and tell me, it's like, yo, dude, that's a funny video you made. I'm like,
It's a funny
okay,
video.
cool. Yeah, it's like, that's fine if they think the memes aren't funny. Specifically, I got a criticism in, what was it? Episode 3? No, episode 2 review. A lot of people were like, why did you shove in these distracting memes and stuff? When
it's like you missed the point. Yeah, you missed
exactly.
the point.
It's like they missed the point why I did that, because the crux of my point in the criticism was that the episode constantly distracted with unnecessary shit. So then I shoved unnecessary shit into my video, and people were like, "What's with this unnecessary shit?" And I was like, "I don't know. Is it annoying?" Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Thanks for proving my point.
Yeah, it's like the same way why this comment I'm responding to totally missed the point of what I was saying. It's like, dude, I'm being fucking sarcastic. Like this is obviously like this is a writing decision made without this idea in mind. And it's like you can make the argument that it didn't matter because they just all end up getting fucking killed in the end, but it's like, yeah, but this is an episode focused on Moxie and his character, and his character isn't weighing on this moral dilemma. It's just like, am I going to waste a family of horrible people or not? And it's like, no.
All right.
But yeah, I was like, yeah, that statement at 929 was sarcastic. I don't know what I know what his ass backwards motivations were in that episode. Yeah, I actually put effort into finding genuine criticisms and inconsistencies with the writing. The back and forth expectation of consequences within the narrative is to support why the stake was contrived in episode 3. Not really. I just say that you're being antithetical to the attempt of having a genuine discussion about the whole fandoms being toxic. I said making a lot of assumptions. I don't know. I don't really care about online communities all that much. I care about discussing the content. If that's your big takeaway from my video, then I guess you didn't learn anything.
All right. Then we have like a bunch of chain comments here, I guess. I don't even know why you put this one here. I guess it's just to make fun of both of these people.
Yeah.
So our boy Danny Phantom, the real Danny Phantom, okay? He's going ghost. I still like Has-Been Hotel and Hell of a Boss. And then this one guy responds calling him a fanboy. And then
for liking a show, makes me a fanboy. Good job. You have a brain and understanding of what a fan of a show is. I'm like, wait, so you agree? You didn't disagree with this point? So you are a fanboy. Oh, okay. Okay. That's where the argument should have ended, right? But then it goes on. Pause and Max. Thomas the Tank Engine comes in. He goes like, just because someone likes a show, they're a fanboy. Okay, so I guess he disagrees with that, despite the fact that the other guy agreed with that.
Yeah.
Trigger goes, yes, why are you arguing? He goes, that's the dumbest thing I heard. Let's use it in the reverse. So you're a fanboy for liking this guy's content. See the thing wrong? I'm like, well, I guess you're by his own standards, he is a fanboy of my content, or whoever made the video. He goes, well, I guess you got me there.
Yeah, your argument was so autistic, I couldn't understand the logic behind it. So you know what? Fuck it.
But the sad thing is, they're both autistic too, because like the Thomas the Tank Engine guy goes like, I just don't know why you would use a point like that, but whatever. And then Trigger goes like, I'm more of a I claim something without backing it up kind of guy. I'm like,
oh, I'm admitting to being.
I'm like, what the fuck?
I'm like, yeah, just throw random shit out there, like that works out well. for everybody. And then Thomas the Tank Engine was like, yeah, me too.
Me
I was like,
too. Yeah, me too. To me. Yeah, to me.
it's like both guys are retarded. And they're like coming to the conclusion that yeah, I am retarded. Yeah, me too. Oh, it was great. Holy shit.
Oh, I love this next one from Sebastian. Hey, you can read this one. I'm dying.
I find it funny when you mentioned theories and showed Matt Pat, since Matt wants to make a theory on Has-Been Hotel. I don't hate him. I just find these theories people are making on Has-Been to be stupid because there's hardly any episodes, and I feel it. It feels like Matt just wants to succeed off the hype for the show.
Yeah. Okay. So before we get to the our boy Ross, apparently Jase didn't know that like a fuck ton of people are making like theory videos out of barely anything that we have. You didn't know that.
Well, yeah. Because so I made that point in my video because I've seen fandoms, and that's usually how they act. Like if you drop a little bit of information that is just it could be the most randomest shit, right? There will be fucking plethora of people just piling on and theorizing just far-fetched bullshit, like with professional writers we saw the other day, and I'm just gonna make this funny meme in this video, and I never looked into like if there actually are has-been fans who make these types of theories out
it's like
there.
You just knew. Like,
lo and behold, yeah, apparently I was completely correct, because there are some retarded fans out there that are like, oh my god, this means that, and that means this, and the black is white and up is down. It's fucking goofy. It's stupid.
This is the best sequel to the Bible ever made, guys.
Yeah, and then Ross says that, yeah, I agree with this, but not the context, as that was just an insult, not that the sister was in rehab, and you're supposed to figure that out. No, Ross, you didn't get the fucking joke.
No, you're supposed to figure that out, Stalin.
You're supposed to figure that out.
You have to figure it out.
You
have to figure it out.
Figure it out. Yeah, but FNAF does it right.
Oh god. Oh, we're getting to that. Don't worry.
You included this entire chain. Oh, that's great. I have a few things to say about this chain, mainly because YouTube kept removing my fucking reply comments, and I stopped replying.
All right. So yeah, but FNAF does it right, and then here comes Baigio. I don't know if he's watching or not.
Yeah. Nah, both are equally efficient at making money off morons who don't understand good media.
Right, and then this guy. Oh, this guy who. This is the same guy that was just pointing out Leo threatened to dox this guy in the live stream. So, hey man, you're in the stream. Congrats. He goes, leaving subtle hints about the world and characters is something that's been done since the beginning of fictional media. It isn't magically something bad just because a piece of media that you don't like does it. But the point is that that's great that you gave me that prehistoric background that I clearly wasn't aware of, right? Too bad you missed the point that I made in the video, which was they do it poorly. They do it in a bad way. They do it in a shit way that doesn't work because they never fucking elaborate on the stupid little clue hints that they drop in the next episode.
Let me give another example. Like when you did the Addict review, like, okay, again, like these videos are rage bait, they're jokes and whatnot. But you make one of the criticisms that you actually had was like, who the fuck is this guy?
Yeah, in the puddle. Yeah.
Yeah, like we have no like pre-established like fucking information of who the fuck is this guy. So people are making theories about it, and they're selling merch of this unknown character. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, they were selling merch of the guy that raped the spider character, and they selling merch of some kind of TV looking dude who I'm pretty sure I saw in the pilot episode of Has-Been Hotel. And the only reason they're selling merch of those characters, and the only reason those characters are being fantasized about or theorized about, or maybe both, is because what a cool design! Like at the core, that's the only reason. That's the only reason.
It's like I think they're going to be relevant like in the actual like show release, but like you're doing the like the thing in the puddle. Like, who the fuck are you?
Yeah, and then the guy.
What do they want? It's like, why should I care?
And then I had fans coming over on the comments of that video going like, "Oh, you should read this and that." I'm like, "No, I don't. I really don't."
Do your homework.
If the music video cannot convey the plot that it tries to convey without me going out somewhere and fucking reading up on shit, then it's not a good music video in terms of like because that music video's purpose was to tell a story, right? So that's where it fails. It fails to tell a story because it litters it with like this stupid bullshit. Anyways,
Yeah, let me read this part of this screenshot.
okay.
Except not really. FNAF is actually a competently written series, and it's mostly the fans that end up doing the theorizing. Not that the creator is purposefully putting vague stuff. No. Okay. No. Scott has always been purposefully doing that shit with the games.
Oh.
Like dropping like vague shit for people to theorize. He's been popping up in comment sections in Matt Pat's videos. He fucking does that on purpose.
Yeah.
Like, that's no question.
Well, the funny thing is that if you go into this comments a bit further, because I replied to him, right?
Yeah,
And
I see
I
you.
brought up that I don't remember what I brought up. Let me try and I remember what I brought up, but I'm gonna try and word it a little bit better. What I brought up is that Scott absolutely dropped random shit in the games for people to figure out, which he states himself perfectly fine. Like he states in an interview that I found, and it was the Escapist interview. It was featured on the Escapist because this guy came at me. He was like, "Where's your citation? Where's your link?" And I didn't provide it because I know for a fact YouTube will instantly remove my fucking comment if I do it. But then I did it in follow up, and lo and behold, it removed it. And that's when I stopped replying. Anyway, so Scott confirmed. He goes like, "I'm amazed, like." Game 2, game 3, people were like figuring everything out. Matt Pat was definitely the closest. Like he practically figured everything out with these background clues and shit like that.
Oh yeah.
So Scott himself confirmed it. Then he said that the newest game, whatever it was at the time, he was talking about. But this one surprised me because so far this one nobody figured out anything. Nobody even came close to anything, right?
Okay.
And I'm going like,
oh god.
And I'm going like, okay, typical bait to buy the game, Like that's
here's
all
the thing: if you make a product and you like put a bunch of stuff in there for people to find and figure out, that's cool. Like, like remember when you talked about like the export on 4chan? Like, people would make stories and whatnot, like or continuations, and people would have to like put everything together and figure it out. That shit is cool. And but Scott like took FNAF like as it kept growing in popularity, and despite how bullshit like FNAF 2 and 3 like was turning into, you could at least for the most part figure it out. But as the series kept going, like it became more and more fucking ridiculous. And then you had you had like the locked box that pissed people off in FNAF 4. You throw in all of this bullshit, and people keep buying into it, and it's still going. It's still fucking going.
It's like a J.J. Abrams sort of thing. You make a mystery box or whatever.
Well, my point was is that Scott, like maybe first game, you and I had this argument before, and I'm not gonna have this argument again.
Yeah,
so
I'm not going to.
I'll put the first game on the shelf, but like to me, right? Like I believe that Scott saw the rage of the fucking horror let's players on YouTube and how easy it is to bait them.
Yeah.
So that people would buy your fucking shitty game. And then he releases and he puts this vague bullshit in there, just random vague bullshit in there. Fans come over, drooling, retarded fans come over. They start fucking theorizing what this could be, what that could mean, posting their theories on the internet. And Scott just comes along and goes like, that's a good idea. I'm going to take it and put it in the game. Put it in the game and be like, you guys figured it out. You guys figured it out. And I'm
and that peaked at like, I think that peaked at like 3, because that's when like Scott really started to fill the games with like the secret Atari mini games to piece together the story. FNAF 2 had a little bit of that. It wasn't that bad, but yeah, the game over mini games. But when you got to 3 and then beyond that, it got so fucking ridiculous. Like I like, oh my god, dude, it was so frustrating. And
yeah.
I was in the midst of like the whole theorizing. Like I wasn't doing like theories or anything myself. I was just watching the community go wild, and I was kind of into it. Like I thought it was pretty interesting, but like when it got to to the 4th game, I was like, I'm just done with this. Like I know what's going on now. Like this is actually just BS. Like Scott keeps doing this.
Well, the thing is that like his argument against me, why he engaged in an argument with me, is that my point is that I believe that Scott
was doing this from the beginning.
No, he put other people's fan theories into his game, and then he
Yeah.
just went out and instead of writing it himself, he put their theories into the game, made that the plot of the game, and went out and said, "Hey guys, you figured it out. Good job." You know.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt
Well, I
that.
mean,
I wouldn't
think
doubt that as a
and-
possibility. Yeah.
I think in
And
some
he,
cases,
well, hold on. He asks in the comment, "Can you give a single example of a theory that was already out there getting put into the actual lore of the games?" And I told him, Matt Pat. His response to that was, Scott has openly come out that Matt Pat got like most of the things wrong. Like, and he did link me some kind of interview that I didn't bother to look at. I'll just take his word for it because I don't care. And he goes like, so Scott came out himself that Matt Pat got most of the fucking theories wrong, which is where my interview comes in, where I said from The Escapist, where Scott says completely the opposite, and he says that Matt Pat was like the closest to come in previous games about the lore of the game based on the background clues. So either this guy provided an interview that doesn't say what Scott said, because I didn't look at it, or it just proves further my point, because Scott proves himself to be an unreliable narrator, because at one point he says that Matt Pat got everything right, and then at another point he says that Matt Pat got everything wrong. And I'm like, well, why should I trust this guy?
Yeah, and that's what you're referring to with like, with basically lying or just not being like consistent at all.
Exactly. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So
all right, let's keep going. So we basically just summed up like the entire fucking thread.
Yeah.
thread. Yeah. So
all right,
you
let me
can
move on to the next one.
do we want to skip all the way over to?
Let's see here. Oh god, this thing is long as shit. All right, Starlight Effects. That comment. It
which
starts.
number
It's it is 3110.
Oh
Yeah.
oh no.
Here we go. This is for you, Jase. This is on your video.
Oh great.
Okay, I'll try to address points one by one, even if I doubt my commentary skills. Stolas ruining his family's life. Well, admittedly, that is somewhat true.
Admittedly, it's somewhat true. What the fuck? It's completely true. Jesus.
What the Blitzo and then didn't even bother hiding it.
Hey, but it's somewhat true. All right?
Well, it's like
Hey.
it's not even that's not even correct, because Blitz is the one who exposed the affair.
The relationship. Yeah,
he came out
exactly.
the window and like crashed into the party, and he's like, "I fucked your husband,"
Right.
or he's like, "Sorry, I
but-
fucked your husband," and it's like, but by that point, it was obvious his wife was distant from him and Octavia, as noticing by the
How?
song. Well,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
as noticing by the song, and Stella not bothering to help Octavia when she had a nightmare, and it's like, that's not accurate. It's just like she's tired, and it's like it's my turn. It's
Yeah,
already been
like
my turn. You do it.
I don't know if you ever like seen families take care of their kids, but one of the most common things is that husband and wife take turns on who calms their baby at night. That's one of the most common things, and I guess maybe like the fact that you jumped to the conclusion that Stella was just not bothering to go help Octavia, instead of like assuming that they're just taking turns and it was Stolas's turn to go and calm down the daughter. That's
Well, it's
just
like-
funny to me.
It's like I could agree with this point, because when he comes in and Octavia's like, "I'm worried that you're going to be gone," she never says anything about the mom, and even when they go back to it at the end of the episode, the mom has absolutely nothing to do with that, and it's like I can kind of agree with that point, but the argument you're making is invalid.
Right. Keep reading.
It would be somewhat strange if Octavia didn't have some issue even before all this, due to being neglected by her mother.
Like that's such a.
Then there's no proof. It's just,
There is no proof of neglect, right? Whatsoever. Yeah.
argument. It would just infer that like she just likes the dad more than the mom. It
Yeah, that's
doesn't mean
all
that
it
she's
could
or abusive.
Oh no,
Right,
wait,
exactly.
Jace. Unless you didn't do your homework.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't watch the review by those two professional writers.
Oh, great! Yeah, they
Yeah.
seem to know all the lore that they pull out of their ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
It's like, well,
Um,
you see, Vivzy said in this live stream that, well, actually, off screen, this was happening.
Yeah. Fucking hell. And Stolas isn't the one to argue. He seems to defend himself from Stella more than anything else. Oh, so that just means that he. What do you mean defend himself? He's in the wrong here, so he should absolutely take the brunt of the, of the yelling and I don't know, abuse or
Well,
whatever.
it's like all he's literally doing defending himself is he's putting his hands up, and he's just like, no, that's not the case. And then she like throws a nip when it's like, do you want to fuck this one too? And he just like gets out of the way. It's like, no.
It's not even a defense. It's more just like I don't even know what to call it. Yeah. Stoll is hiring Blitzo to flirt with him on a trip where he wants to fix his problems with his daughter. Stolas throughout this episode is, let me see here,
Is
he's
portrayed
as a somewhat ignorant idiot. Fantastic! What a great
as
fucking
great argument.
yeah.
Your Honor, my client is suffering from being a dumbass.
That's literally whose problems only disappear after he finally realizes Octavia has grown up. Before that, it would make perfect sense for him to hire Blitzo. What a great father figure! Like. That's what I mean. That like it proves even more the fact that his daughter forgave him so easily in that episode in like a span of 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Like
I don't
if
even know if he said I was sorry.
no, he did, but he kind of mumbled
Okay.
it. Yeah, but like the funniest thing is that like if he's such an ignorant idiot, you have to assume that he has been such an ignorant idiot for a long fucking time. Meaning that Octavia probably has like years and years of bubbled up frustration and like anger towards her dad for being said bumbling idiot, you know? And then in just a span of 10 seconds, he goes, I don't know. And she's like, oh, okay, dad, I love you again. That's like, well, that makes sense. That makes sense. Like your own point works against you here. Social commentary on ripoffs. Yes, admittedly, we have not seen Lulu World, but if I had to guess, this is usually to satirize how ripoffs have worse products as evident by the quality of the animatronics.
Compared most of them, but it's like we have nothing to base that off of.
Yeah, compared to which animatronic? Like to me, that is the best quality of the animatronics in that world because I haven't seen any other animatronics in that world whatsoever to compare them to.
Yeah, like literally one of them has artificial intelligence and is self-aware. Exactly. Are you telling me like they're all fucking Terminator at Lulu World or some shit?
Exactly. Plus, we know Charlie's song, which Robo Fizz references, I guess, and as such, we can say, "Hey, I remember that." And even if it's not a shock, I don't. What does this add to the? I don't understand what this adds to the argument that they're trying to make here.
Well, it's like I could apply that argument to fucking Has-Been Hotel. It's like, so if you're using that argument for Fizzaroli, it's like, are you saying that like Alistair is ripping off Charlie because he literally did another rendition of Charlie's song?
Right. Social commentary on prices. First of all, it once again seems to satirize ripoffs selling themselves for way more than their budget allocates.
What does this have to do with Stolas and Octavia?
Well, no, because I brought up in the video.
No, but I'm asking. It's like my argument would be like, okay, what the fuck does that have to do with?
Yeah, in terms of the episode, yeah, exactly. You're right. Second of all, he showed both
Vivzy and Disney.
He showed
Vivzy. Both Vivzy.
Oh yeah, having big prices for pins. So this probably shows those prices aren't unusual, or it probably means that Vivzy fancies herself as big as Disney, and she fucking. Yeah, she jacks up the price, and then she criticizes,
capitalism.
Capitalism, exactly.
Hell practices capitalism. Capitalism bad. We want to kill this fucking capitalist rich guy because he's a piece of shit.
Hey, buy our pins that are like for the price.
Pins.
Like fuck, dude. Disney has like cheaper pins on their official store that actually look pretty decent.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like direct distraction.
I feel like Jase, we should like do a stream where we're like watching people's reviews of like the quality of the products, and just in the middle like it like breaks. Or there's like some dude bitching. It's like I bought this shit from Vizzy's store and like I opened the box and it was already broken.
Well, see, the problem is you'd have to fucking buy that shit, and I'm not willing to spend my money.
No, I'm saying like other people doing it.
Oh yeah, but there's not going to be negative reviews of it, you know. For a fact. Distractions for plot. People have a subjective sense of humor. Great argument. And this does give us possible setup for future Blitzo backstory. Yes, there's like 4 episodes worth of like subjective or potential Blitzo backstory that we have not unraveled whatsoever so far. So I'm prepared for that one. I'm prepared for that one episode that comes along. It's just going to be nothing but an exposition dump the entire time. The Gravity Falls and Despicable Me reference is nice. I don't think I ever made any of those references, but okay. Or unless it's in the episode.
It must be in the episode.
But to an extent, Stolas and Octavia being shown more might have been nice. So you agree with me?
You agree with
Okay.
I mean, yeah, like you
Okay.
say, it's like, can we have more of the father and daughter, relationship here?
Yeah, exactly. It's like
It's like, what is this? It's like 2-3 times this person has agreed with you, Jace.
right, exactly. It's like, is this supposed to be a debunking or an agreement? I'm confused. Stoll is talking to Octavia to address his point on him not knowing how to explain himself. His words imply he knows that by this point he should have done something, and does feel partially guilty for his daughter's loading situation, as seen by his line, "I haven't been." I haven't. That tells me fucking nothing. I haven't been. He could have said, "I haven't been to the grocery store today." Like, for all I care. How about like a meaningful dialogue that like is pushed by? But we can't, because the whole episode wasted its time on stupid shenanigans that were not related to the situation. Hence why you couldn't have a meaningful dialogue between him and the daughter, because there were no stakes established.
Yeah, and it's like this episode like introduces us, or like puts together like the one who is on the recipient of like this divorce, this potential divorce, the ruining of her family. She
Right.
meets the person who is a part of this problem, Blitz. And there's never a single point in the episode where she's like, "What do you see in him?" Or like,
Right. Yeah.
"Why did you?"
The only time they interact, her and Blitz interact,
Yeah, is when they both fucking hate the clown.
Yeah, exactly. That's it. That's
They don't do
literally
anything
it.
with that.
Nope. But hold on. I pushed him to the. But that at this point, Stella pushed him to the point where he wanted to be with someone else, but just can't do anything about it, and separate with her, yet likely out of arrangement, or because he doesn't want to break Octavia even more. Well, that's all nice and great fan theory you got there, but was it ever in the episode? No. No, it wasn't. I'm sorry to break it to you, but your fan fiction ain't in the episode. You might want to go to fanfiction.net instead of youtube.com comment section to write out this type of shit,
Yeah, it's
where the professional writers probably got all their techniques on writing from, by the way.
It's like whenever I say, or like when I'm writing my script and I say in my videos, it's like, this implies this. In no way is me saying I'm theorizing about this. It's like, this dialogue is so shit that it can mean amount of things, and it can fall in line because of this context that has been established or will be established in the episode. And it's like, it's just to prove my point about how like fucking jacked not only the dialogue but the writing of these scenes are.
Yeah. So he knows why he did what he did. I'm like, great, but we don't know. I'm sure he knows in the script, but we don't know. That's my point, genius. However, telling Octavia this in a way that won't make it seem like he wants to run away or put him on the wrong side of the story or confuse her would take hours. Not really. And considering that, well, I mean, yes, actually, maybe it would.
You know what that argument is? It's I forget the name of the YouTuber, but it was like him talking about plot holes in movies, Jase, and he's like he's bringing up that example from like The Dark Knight Rises when we see Bruce Wayne get out of the prison and then he just gets back to Gotham, and it's like, do we want to see a 40-hour movie of him getting back to Gotham? And I was like, no, we just need to have like proper writing and establishment of the scene and how he got back.
Well, the thing is that the whole episode could have been, like I said, like, they're not disproving my point. They're only confirming it. They're saying, like, it could take a while to get to that point. And I'm like, yes, I wish we had, like, 15 minutes of an episode to establish all of that, that we could get naturally to that point in time. Too bad, yet again, we wasted it on, haha, I hate clown animatronic, and Booth Guy wants to flirt with Humpty to Dumpty's dismay. And considering that the episodes are short and Lululand is burning, this is way too long. Yes, again, like I said, remove the Lululand preference completely and just have the episode be about the daughter. Poo-poo land. Secondly, he doesn't just talk to her. Yes, he just jumbles his words to her. That's correct.
Yeah, he can't give us a reason. He's like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Why is this happening?
I can't do it.
I can't do it.
It's like I'm literally established as an omniscient character, and I don't even know how I feel.
Right, exactly. He reassures her he will never run off with Blitz, and then starts listening to her. And then he runs off with Blitz. See, that would be the funny fucking ending for that. Given this amount of development, he might even try to talk things out with his wife.
He might.
And then get to the next one, because this is my favorite. the
let's go.
memes.
I'm gonna go after this one.
Okay.
In short, wait, hold on. Additional
Plus-
notes.
The memes.
So wait, do I have to read that?
Yeah, plus,
memes.
Yeah,
plus,
and then
if
you
he
can go.
actually explained himself, this guy would just say it's another generic parent explains their situation line. It's like, okay.
I mean, it could be that, yes, but that'd be
It
more.
could be.
That'd be something than
It'd be more.
nothing. It'd be something than nothing, right?
It's
Additional
like, thanks,
note.
Brian. Thanks for killing Smoke.
Right. Additional notes. The memes. Oh God, why? The guy says the side plots distract from the story. I've already been over this point, but I'll revisit it. From the story and have bad humor, but these memes are distracting, like the half minute long one. In my opinion, unfunny. Like we know Stolas might be gay. You said it 3 times using a half dead meme. Yeah, Humpty and Dumpty or something. Remind me, why does he call them this again? So I'm gonna concentrate speaking. He goes like the half minute long ones. So those are like the commercial ones that I inserted in there. The funny thing is, my main complaint about the episode was, yo, what's this distracting shit doing in the main plot about a father and daughter relationship? And then he watches this review and he goes like, "Oh, these fucking distracting memes. This guy's contradicting himself or whatever." I'm like, yeah, dude, it's pretty fucking annoying when distracting shit happens when you're trying to listen to something, or like when like the main point gets deviated by distracting stupid shit. It's pretty fucking annoying, right? Well, thanks for agreeing with me. It's as if no, I totally put that in there because I think those fucking stupid commercials are funny. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, it's like
I didn't.
It's like
Go
the
ahead.
thing is that like this whole commentary is like beating our heads in this with this, all this commentary with the Moxie and Millie end of things. It's like all they had to do is that if you were guys were gonna put them in the episode, is all you had to do was just have Moxie go to like the shooting gallery game, and like we just
Right.
be like he explains like how
It'd
much
save
money
us-
it is to
it's-
participate in it, and then like we
It's-
see like the opening of it that he's like rigging the game, and then we go. And then you just continue the episode where you left off with like Blitz and the rest of them. And then when you want to
Well, it
bring
would
them back
save
up,
us 5 minutes. It would
No,
save
it's-
us 5
it would
minutes.
save us 5 minutes. And all you got to do is just
Yeah.
put one scene. And when you go back to them, you just go back to the scene where like Moxie is pissed with this guy because this is like the
Mhm.
scene right before like Blitz is in the fight with the robot. And it's like, okay, now that's how you just make them relevant to the story again. And you get your social
Right.
commentary, blowjob or whatever. And there you go.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah, exactly.
Well,
Or better
this
yet,
is to go now.
You just remove them.
well, give me a sec. Yeah, just remove the Moxie and Millie fucking booth scenes completely,
yeah.
and them running off on their own adventure, and have them stick with Blitz, and
Yeah.
have them all 3 of them fight the robot. That's it. You fucking save yourself like at that point 7 minutes.
Or you
that
just
you can
say
do.
that they're having a sick day and it's just Blitzo
Yeah.
that has to do that.
Exactly.
And do
Yeah,
it.
that's even better. Anyways, I gotta run.
All right. See ya.
Yeah, you
Yep.
guys have fun with the stream.
Okay.
you.
All right. So let me go ahead and take the snake man off.
31:15 we're at so far.
All right. Let's
Yeah,
see,
I'll read
we're an
this
hour and
one.
12. All right.
I'll read this one. Question: is Jace going to review only Viv's content? Because that would mean you are only targeting the fandom and the web shows. I'm not, so I don't know, Lamau. Stanley, go ask him that.
Yeah. So this was the prelude to Ross making a fucking Twitter account or already been on Twitter. I'm not exactly sure. Correct me,
Ross
Ross, because I know
meltdown.
you're watching. You fucking tweeted at Jase like about his reviews, and then that prompted him to make the episode 3 review. But like he's sitting here like telling me go ask him that. I'm like, yo retard, like Jase is a separate person. I'm not Jase. Okay? And then you tell me to go ask him. Like I linked his Twitter in the description. Like I get like holy crap, dude, people don't read. And then it keeps going. I'm not your errand boy, talk to him yourself. Link is in the description. Request, not a demanded, thanks. And then he goes off to Twitter to tweet at Jase.
Yeah, and it goes fucks off like a pussy bitch.
Yeah, and then he fucks off. And then more Ross, I guess.
Whoa, people suck for thinking these videos suck. And this is a response to my video. And they are virgin crybabies. You are the crybaby. Literally my first comment to him, Stalin, was I just said you are. You're the crybabies as you want to get triggered over and over again by VisiPop wanting to make more videos. It's like No, we're not triggered. We actually like wanted to make more content, so we have more content to talk about this shit. So it's just like a fucking snowball effect of autism. So yes, thank you for contributing to said snowball, Mr. Meltdown. Here is one thing I hate about all of these dumb reviews your crew makes. Yo ho. They suck, make no sense, and try to troll or hunt people. How?
Okay, hold on a minute. If they made no sense, then how would you even know like the goal of the videos if they didn't make any sense? Like, so they do make sense. The sense of it is to piss people off. So so that's a contradictory statement there, Ross. Come on.
Yeah, it's like if this makes no sense, how do you know that we're saying homophobic, whatever the fuck that is, by saying fag or retarded every fucking second? Thanks.
Like,
So does it or does it make sense?
I don't know, man.
Sincerely, the guy you give too much credit for, Ross Melton.
And then he goes on with Baiji.
Cry harder.
Cry harder, which is the title of the stream, everyone. Oh yeah, there's your comment with the your correction.
Yeah, you are not your nitpicks, such as I'm not crying. I never cried during these crappy reviews. Since why do I cry? Because someone is telling me to. No. They said small animation mistakes. No one noticed except trolls. I was like, the fact I brought them up so somebody did notice. How do you know nobody else noticed that, and they're just simply just simply ignored them? They're pretty significant ones if they forgot to include the details for the motivating factor of the episode. For the sake of the reveal is a pretty big problem. A large buff hellhound lurking in the parking lot just to appear out of nowhere is stupid in hindsight for the sake of a reveal. Is that it?
Yeah.
I was like, and I was literally thinking about that when he like showed up. I was like, what the fuck was this guy doing while they were having their argument? And like this dude is being super confrontational with this guy's boss. He's just like, nah, I'm not gonna do anything about it. I'll just wait until he threatens her or some shit like that.
Yeah, then you get into you get into an argument
and then I'm just gonna fuck off and leave a bunch of assassins to maybe or may not kill my boss. That is good. That is a good point. But again, he agrees with me. Most people do not notice it. Even people paying attention to most details. This does not make a show bad. You are over exaggerating a couple of details and ignore other ones. Like what? Also, you people want explanations for everything, so can ask questions that will be answered later on. This show has 5 episodes, not several seasons. And I said, it's a motivating factor of the episode. If that detail wasn't planned out, that it isn't consistent for the narrative. In fact, it's dishonest. I never said those facts alone made it bad. What details have I ignored? In fact, I even brought up the positives I found. That I consume so that they make sense. Of course, an explanation as to why the succubus go to Earth and what they and Hell get out of it adds weight to the narrative and the world itself. Asking these questions and having them left unanswered harms the narrative as it stands now. And then Baiji chiming in there. You were going around whining about the review on every video. You even made a Twitter account specifically to cry to Jase about his fits.
Like he tweeted at him twice.
Yeah.
Like with the same thing.
The same retard who confused him for you.
I'm not sure. Okay, so
we should have added like the Twitter threads. That would have been nice. And then once again, all good points. Sorry, I meant for these reviews, not directly at you. I can understand that. Yes, it may have been pointless to hide a huge wolf man. Frankly, this channel does not deliver criticism that other better channels do. I should have been like, what is criticism? You make good points, like the succubus going to Earth, again, defeating your argument, but honestly, we only have 1 episode having succubus in it, so we don't know. Besides that, and only that, everything else is pointless criticize that tries to ruin a show rather than help it give good criticism. This last sentence is against the channel, not you. I am not trying to hate on you. Hope you understand.
All right. What did you say?
Oh, I thought you were gonna say something.
Oh no, I was gonna say like after this one we're gonna move on to the next set.
Okay. What? You do know I'm the one who made the vid, right? I provided suggestions to my criticisms. I went at length why these narrative points do not work and contradict previously established pieces of information. Other than satirical exaggeration, my retelling of the story was not dishonest. When I say this episode hurts the previously established materials and sets expectations for future episodes, I presented my reasons why, objectively. You have yet to prove why my criticisms are flawed or do not matter. And he says, sorry, I was not aware.
Okay.
Just don't freaking
Um,
bug me, okay? I was not completely paying attention.
okay,
So I
so
was not
we
able to
move
make
on
that
to
argument.
a
Yeah,
heavily liked comment. Oh, look, another edgy contrarian cartoon reviewer. How unique. And I believe this was on your first review.
yeah.
Um, I mean, I'm not sure if hate was coming out like as a like, yeah, bro, look how unique I am.
Mm-hmm. No, I
Um,
wasn't doing
I
that at
mean,
all.
hate just he just kind of made a video with with what he's usually done with his kind of humor.
Mm-hmm.
And that video managed to gain a bit of traction,
Yeah.
considering the channel's sub count at the time. So I don't think hate was really being a tryhard. Like if you want to go that route, like he wasn't really being a tryhard. But I
I mean,
do. I mean, what were you gonna
it's
say?
like the only
Sorry.
thing I was trying to be like try hard is like it's like okay, how would the story make sense? And then like point out like I'm gonna pretend I'm a competent writer and then like rewrite it and then I'm gonna be like, okay, this is why this doesn't work. This is why that doesn't work. Here, here, and here. You bring this up and then you ignore that. It's like and then I just make jokes around it.
Yeah. Um.
The Hasbanites is always afraid of even the edgier haters.
Yeah, this person makes the point of, is it ironic, edgy, it's quite the very nature of Has Been Hotel and Hell of a Boss. However,
Yeah.
it's some sort of no you edgy shit, the fan base of which gets triggered every time the show is attacked with actual edgy shit. That is funny. That is
Right.
actually pretty funny.
Not ha ha funny, but like hee hee funny. Um,
Yeah. It's like people use like edgy shit to criticize the show, I guess. Like they're being edgy while the show itself is very edgy.
well, yeah, no, and yeah, I mean, yeah, no, it's pretty edgy. It's not the most edgiest thing I've ever seen, but yeah.
Yeah, duh.
So this is yet another critique on my video on episode 1.
Okay. Okay.
Unknown Master, and this was in reference of me saying, making an argument like why Moxie having this moral dilemma about killing the mom or letting them kill the mom and ruining a family is redundant.
Yeah.
When I said he wasn't worried about ruining a family in that episode, he was more worried about the target, like them getting the wrong target. And he's like, he wasn't worried. Look at his face; it clear shows he was. And I was like, yeah, no shit, he's clearly worried in the scene about the kid because he shot the wrong person. It's like
Yeah.
why that to begin with. That's why he's pissed with Luna. It's like it's supposed to be her job to get the targets. It's like what the fuck are you talking about? Mind cutting the kid in half because he found out the kid was an asshole. And he said himself he wouldn't want to kill an entire family, would rather kill someone that deserves it, which is why he felt guilty about shooting the kid at first. I was like, no, he felt guilty because he shot the wrong person. I'm still trying to figure out where the webcam is on that Windows computer. Is it part of the screen or something? um, and I was like, so I responded to like the first paragraph. I was like, okay, I have no idea what that first argument is supposed to be. Second, all right then. So why do the writers feel the need to withhold an established fact that this woman cheats on her husband before and even after the shooting from Moxie? It's simple. There would have been no conflict had Tar told Moxie she commits acts of infidelity. If it only takes a kid being an asshole to warrant murder, rather than the simple fact he was the actual target, not the mom Moxie was intending to shoot during the musical number, then cheating on your husband would have been a fine enough reason to do so. Fucking retards.
Oh boy.
And then this is another response, and this was when I had said, so some retarded shit happens, funny meme, like the building or the room, the office gets burned down, and then I was like, and this made the retard give the client a deal that they'd kill the lady within 24 hours or else it's free. And then I asked, well, why would he promise that? And then he said, and then his response was because he burned down his office in front of a client. And we'll get to my response later, but it was like,
Yeah.
maybe this scene, and then this was me critiquing that the episode established that Millie is aware of Moxie's indecision about killing someone who has a family, and yet there's this whole diatribe between Blitz and Moxie about like killing this woman, and it's like, where's Millie? Why isn't she stopping this? Why isn't she saying anything? And it was like, maybe because the scene is focused on two characters we are supposed to focus on, and also because she was trying to get him to kill the seemingly innocent people at the start. And it's like, when that never happened. She was just gone. The scene is just supposed to show that the family isn't the goody two-shoe family they were trying to look. I don't remember what that was in reference to. These are so many easily countable pieces of criticism. Yeah, you got 3 out of like dozens. Thank the gods, man. In this, that I feel like he just skimmed over the episode or actually likes the episode and doesn't want to admit it for some reason. And so I responded with, sure, it was stated in the episode of that this pertaining to like why she gave the deal. But you can't expect me to believe that they're at a competitive position to care enough to offer deals like that for the reason I described, which also added artificial stakes at no point the episode prioritizes afterwards. It's like the whole 24 hours thing, Stalin, is supposed to like establish like the racing against the clock now. Like now they have a time limit to kill this woman, and it's going to make the episode so much more suspenseful.
Yeah,
and
even
have
though
so much
like
more tension.
even though like
And
the
it's
act of
never
like
brought up again.
the fact of it is
It's irrelevant.
it's irrelevant. Well, one of the biggest reasons it's irrelevant is because they're able to kill people really quickly.
Well, it doesn't matter, but it's like I'm just giving some argument as to like why you might write that in, and I'm saying like, well, how based on how the episode plays out, that entire line of dialogue could have been taken out and nothing would have changed.
Exactly. You know that's a pretty
Yeah, it's a throwaway line that holds no narrative value. You get rid of it, and the episode feels completely the same. And then that was response to the focus between Moxie and Blitz. I said, of course, the focus is on them, but the scene is treated like she doesn't exist at all until things go south. She's an assassin too. It's almost like they removed her from the scene so we could have this terrible buildup towards this ridiculous conflict. And then I said, by writing them, okay, so this line was in me referencing critiquing when like Blitz shoots at the mom, and she's like, "What was that, Ralphie?" And like the husband's like, "I don't know," and then they pull out their guns like 5 seconds later, and I'm like, that's such a like, what the fuck is this dialogue? What the fuck is this?
What is this dialogue, bro?
And I said, by writing them as contradictory idiots. Again, the complaint was the dialogue in that scene. It was just a very jarring bait and switch moment. It's like it's like the family isn't good, and I'm like, well, the wife isn't good. She cheats on her husband, and it's like we've been given a reason why this woman should die. You know,
Yeah.
It's like I'm not saying that like cheating on your husband like IRL warrants you to like die. I'm just saying that doesn't make you a good person, and these people
Yeah.
are from hell, and they don't really need a reason to kill someone. It just gives the audience it's a dumbass reason for the audience to have a reason to want this woman dead for some reason. I don't know. And so this dumbass responds, so I'm going to say this for the whole statement. For one, the whole statement was set up for a joke. 2, it's not like they've had the statement for a while, seeing how Moxie asks when he has that policy been in place, and Blitzo responds with, when you set fire to my office in front of a client. So they give the statement, they ask the same question, you ask why or when was the policy made, and I never asked that, when the policy was made. And not to mention it's a joke. They have a setup and a punchline, and while it may not be their best joke, it's still a joke. And then he continues, seconds, it's still their job, and Blitzo is their boss. So Millie trying to stop their boss. I didn't say stop the boss. I was telling them to stop Moxie from doing something stupid. Because she knows he's being hesitant about killing someone who has a family. She's aware. Just like Blitz is aware that this bitch cheats on her husband. It's like both of them are just playing like retarded telephone. It's like, huh, hello? It's like, I don't know what's going on. It's like the scene was written and animated before like all this context was included. And then I said it was a really terribly executed joke because of those circumstances you fail to acknowledge. But go on. I said that in the video, as far as we're aware, they're the only type of business that does that type of thing. Blitz is above any position to be offering deals to people. There shouldn't be any reason why that deal existed in the first place, regardless if the office was set on fire. This line of logic seems counterintuitive to any argument you have that Blitz wants money no matter what, if he's willing to risk not getting paid over practically nothing. And he says, I think I'm actually overreacting over a joke that you don't get.
Um,
The point wasn't
Okay.
to say there is other businesses like theirs. It was a joke. I will respect your opinion from here, but I don't agree with it. I said, I got that it was a joke. The problem was the joke was terrible for the reason I just said.
Oh, and then we have the same guy earlier in the
And the,
comments.
yeah, and it says, please feel free to drop your intellectually salty tiered comments down below, as I won't be reading any of them. And feel free to leave a dislike. You've been responding to every single comment. What? I said you've been responding to every single comment. Citation needed, evidence required.
The real Lio convoy.
Yeah, no. Yes, every single comment. That is leaving criticism of your criticism. You said you wouldn't even read them, and now you're debating people in the comments. I said, first, you said every comment, not every comment of criticism. Second, it was a joke initially to trigger those idiots. And then he's like, oh, you're backpedaling. I said, no, not really. If you think so, then props to you, I guess. If you've got some genuine criticisms about what I've said in the video, then go ahead. The fact is, you could have just have some self-awareness in the fact that they're trying to make genuine arguments about my criticisms based on statements made in the episode rather than ones based on emotions. The distinction seems to have been answered on your own and initially, but I guess you were too stupid to realize that. But please feel free to keep making yourself look I guess it's that. Oh, okay, make yourself look like a fool. Actually trying to make some valid arguments. Check your notifications, and I was like, bitch, I don't own this video, so I don't know. I'll go check. Having a book that makes a portal out of hell into the living world doesn't invalidate Hasbin's premise at all. The book is the book is only given to the higher ups, and any sinners are still hellbound anyway, so they're just end up back in hell again. Charlie's whole goal is to get them to in heaven, not the human world. This is one thing I think you got wrong. And I said, Charlie's motivation in Hasbin Hotel is to save the demons of hell through redemption, and yes, ideally send them into heaven, using a book that can transport them to the living world, and apparently, according to episode 2 of Hell of a Boss, anywhere in the universe can satisfy that goal annually and potentially indefinitely. So yes, in a sense, its existence invalidates the plot's premise. More so if it turns out more of the books or artifacts similar to it exist. Like he's helping my argument.
Exactly.
The irony is not lost on me on how such a significant item can be used to get Blitz instantly rich on the prospect of transporting damned souls during the cleansing, instead of using it in mundane tasks like killing people in the living world. I actually thought that was funny in an implied sort of way, where it's like the writers are obviously being like oblivious to the fact that Blitz could just be fucking rich by transporting like hundreds of demons to the living world, like during the cleansing, so they won't die. Oh, or just anywhere in the universe, apparently. So it's like by that standard, it's like, yeah, that's kind of funny.
Yeah, and then
Charlie,
he goes on. I'll read this one. He goes on to say, "You literally didn't debunk a single thing I just said. I said that the books are only given to the higher ups, and they'd still be hellbound anyways. So even if they're magically decided to wish themselves to heaven or some other place, they'd still end up going back to hell." Says who? When they die or get exorcist, then they'd inevitably die when they get exterminated in the purge. Again, says who? Charlie wants them to get to heaven by getting redemption so that none of that happens. This doesn't invalidate Haslam's original premise. Citation needed, evidence required.
Yeah. It's like, I'll concede that it's just one book, and then I find out that this one book can take you anywhere, and I'm like, well, I hope this is the only one, because it seems that there's a quite strong possibility that, like, if it is indeed the fact that it's just something that Stolas has because he's a rich asshole in hell and other people have it, I'm like, then why doesn't Charlie just take one of those books?
Yeah,
know?
fuck it. Like, just take one of those
Yeah.
books, pop them back up to not even to
Yeah.
heaven, just going back to the real world, buddy.
Yeah, and it's like imagine you're in that shitty setting, Stalin, and you hand her the book, and she's like, "No, I won't do it." It's like,
All
why
right,
not?
all right, we're getting near to the end here.
Yeah,
We're gonna
yeah.
go on to the Autumn
The
La
re-
Artist.
Yeah, the reason the lyrics are weird is because this is in response to Jace's video, I believe.
All right, I can get this one. The reason the lyrics are weird is because it wasn't made by Vivzy Pop or her team. It was originally a fan-made song. Correct. The Attic song was made by Silvahound, who I remember Silvahound made pony music that I used to listen to, I think. And he moved on to other stuff. Okay, but they still used the song. Like they're using they're using this song in an animation for a story, and the story is involving a character that that character being Angel Dust. So you should probably take the lyrics with a grain of salt because they aren't canon.
Who says who?
Okay, here's the thing. Who says who? And if Vivzy says that the lyrics aren't canon, why are you using the song?
Yeah.
Like, if it's not relevant, or if it's just not canon, or like because it's like not accurately it's not accurate Hasbinoto, whatever the hell you want to call it. Why are you using the song?
Well, it's to make money, Stalin.
Though it does make me wonder why Vivzy decided to use it for an official music video. If it's actually not like the lyrics themselves are not canon, like that video was even more broken than I thought it was already.
Well, that's more pointless.
Like, it's even more pointless.
It's anti-canon.
Like, if that's true, like, if anybody in the comments, like, because I know people are going to watch this later on, if you get to this point, like, if you, like, know the answer to that, like, dear God, that is so broken.
Yeah.
I'll skip the other one.
I felt like some Wattpad fanfic taken too seriously.
All right, I'm getting bored of the Ross comments, to be honest.
Why are you trying to take the time to defend a shitty Wattpad fanfic?
Yeah.
I love how that's his go-to response. Trying to recover shitty fanfic. This is great canon. I'm sorry, it feels like a Wattpad story taken too seriously. The characters are literally shitty TV and RPCs.
Yeah, if you go to the last one, this channel is sad. This channel is very sad. Very sad. I could barely say sad. My voice is broken.
It is sus.
Are you reading the last one?
Hi, I'm the creator of this video. Keep commenting. It's immensely funny. Thank you. I was reading Jace's response to him.
Oh, yeah, this is great. That's great.
I was at 3155.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Which one are you at?
The very last one.
Oh, the very last one. Okay. This channel is sad. Cry harder.
Cry harder. Well,
And now the
that's
story has
title.
come full circle, guys.
Yeah, because I don't want to read more Ross. I'm just getting bored of Ross. It's like from the same person over and over again. But
Good stuff.
this was good stuff. I had a lot of fun with this, and it was nice for Jase to pop in for a little bit.
Yep.
But yeah, it was a lot of fun. Give me a moment.
Does anyone in the comments or stream chat have any questions for us?
I'm sorry, what did you say?
I asked if anyone in the chat has any questions for us.
Oh, yeah. If you got any questions in the chat, you can go ahead and ask away. A little bit of a Q&A before I take the stream off. Let's see here.
Oh, don't worry, you can rewatch it once we're done.
Yeah.
Colin, I guess needs to clip some shit.
Clip what?
Well, I'm assuming you're gonna take it off so you can clip some things off the back and front end of things.
Nope. I did that with the
Okay.
first one because I had like my Twitter open accidentally and whatnot.
Okay.
And we were like fiddling around for a couple of minutes. But I'll keep it as it is. I'm not going to use the edited version.
Oh wow, an hour and a half.
Yep.
Good. Oh, what the shit?
Okay, I'll close that. But yeah, that was fun, viewers. I don't think anybody. I'll give questions another minute or so if anybody wants to ask anything. But I guess I should probably say this. When episode 5 inevitably comes out, is there going to be a review on it? Well, it depends on. Here's the thing about these reviews. People have to be motivated to make these videos. We also, I'm not speaking for Jase exactly, but one of the reasons you will also make videos is because they're fun.
Mm-hmm.
They're fun to make. I had fun making the episode 4 review.
Yeah.
But if I'm not motivated to do something for a future episode, I'm not going to do it.
Right.
Same thing with Jase and Hate. Like, if they don't want to do it, they're not going to fucking do it. We're not forced to do any of this. Like, we do it for fun.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Someone asked, how long does this take you? You do a shit ton of editing. Okay. Depends on the video. Like, if you're talking about my Skyrim review, dude, that took the timeline for that video was a mess. That took a long time to edit. That was over an hour long video. My actual episode 4 review, I would say that one took about like 4 to 5 hours of editing. Because
3 days.
Yeah, over 2 or 3 days. That one wasn't not very difficult to put together. I mean, Hate, how long do yours typically take?
About a couple weeks because I spend a lot of time going through scene by scene to talk about dialogue, talk about what the fuck characters are saying, what's doing, and what's being shown in the environment. I mean, literally my first criticism was that there was 4 fucking scene establishing shots in episode 3 of the parking lot and the parking space, and they established like at 1 minute 18 seconds that there's a name on the fucking parking spot, and they take that out just for the sake of a stupid reveal, and it's
Yeah.
the fucking motivating factor of the episode. Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah. All right. As for Jase, it takes him a while. A while, like as in hours. He grinds out his videos. Like after an episode comes out, and he determines, like, okay, I'm doing a review on this thing, or I'm making a video on like whatever the hell it is, like the Attic music video. He writes a script. And then he grinds that video for the next couple of days. Like he just does nonstop editing until it's done. At least from what at least from what he said. But he grinds them out in a couple of days after he writes the script. He does a lot.
Yeah, I space my editing out. Sometimes I start at the beginning and then sometimes I work back.
Yeah, I grinded out my episode 4 review. The Skyrim review, half and half. I did it over a month. Technically 2 months, but that was one of the months was just pure recording. I don't count that. It was just very time consuming on that end. The actual editing took about a month.
I mean, the thing about my episode 3 review is I actually did most of those memes in post.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't have them in mind. Like now there are 2 of them. I was like, I should put that in. This is like, it's funny because now there's 2 for fags. And then the whole I threw it on the ground song meme was just, actually that was something I thought of ahead because like I actually listened to the whole song and I was like, man, I won't let you poison me. I threw it on the ground. It was like,
Yeah. Let's see your other question. Where does the name Stalin come from? Take Stalin and then edit out the I and put 2 E's. There you go. What a shocker. Well, that name originally came from, I used to do, I used to be big in the Gmod when I was like 15 or 16. Spent a lot of time in this World War II occupation roleplay server. Me and my buddies, like, we never nobody in the server actually took it seriously. Nobody did actual roleplay. Everybody just broke the rules immediately. Everybody killed each other. Nobody cared. And we would always do like Russians and stuff and sometimes other things. It was a lot of fun. And that's where that came from.
yeah.
Let's see here. Well, I'll get my friends to sub to your Goldie content. Thanks, man. I'll give it another minute for anybody else to ask anything. It's still 13 people watching. Oh, we did get another one. How many cacti do you eat a day? I do not eat any cacti. I had a lot of mucus. That's what caused the cactus to get shoved down my throat, but I didn't eat it, I guess.
I was at work, Stalin. I already told you that part of this already, but like I could not stop laughing. I just had that like part of Mahler's stream on repeat when like they were watching. It wasn't Joseph Anderson. I forget who it was, but it was that guy who was like saying the Last Jedi is great, and then he says like the giant alien cow things are my favorite addition to Star Wars.
My God,
And they're
that
just
makes me
laughing
laugh,
for a
dude.
whole fucking minute.
My
The
favorite thing
wolf-
about Mahler's thing on The Last Jedi. I loved his unbridled rage on The Last Jedi because it was just so funny. Every time he does the thing where
What the fuck?
yeah, every time he does that, it's just funny. I don't know why, but like I guess the way that he says it, and he does it every time with like the Luke drinking the whatever the hell thing is, milk.
Yeah. What is it? Slay Queen asked, will you do any other projects like the Skyrim besides VisiPop stuff? Yeah, we just said that we're working on part 2, or Stalin's working on it. I'm writing the script for my parts, recording the video. I'd say like what I told Stalin, I'd have everything he needs on my end by like the end of the month. So there's your timeline.
All right, another person asked, will
Or
you
not
do...
by the end of the month, by like a month's time. Sorry.
All right. Yeah, the will you do any other projects like the Skyrim besides VivziePop stuff? Okay. Yeah, we'll be finishing the Skyrim review. We'll be doing that part 2. I don't know when it's gonna come out. I give it like a month or 2. I'm gonna take my time with this one. I'm not gonna. I already have all the footage too, so I need to write the script. I don't believe it's going to be as long either as the first video. Don't believe that at all. But it'll come out eventually. It is something that I want to get back to shortly after this stream. I'm going to start writing the script. As for other content besides that, I put on Twitter that I want to do Warhammer 40k content. I want to do a video about a table game of it that we're going to do very soon. With the club that I go to, it's going to be a very exciting game. There's going to be a lot of pretty stuff on that table, a lot of things going on. So I'm going to take a video of that. Hopefully, nothing messes up. So I'll probably make a video about that game. I'll also do I'll probably do a lengthy. I try to explain Warhammer 40k as quickly as possible, and the joke is that the video is extremely long. Because there's a lot of things to explain about it. You cannot explain 40k quickly. So expect that in
like
the future.
Folklore.
Exactly. Let's see here. Last questions on my end. How is the collaboration and ideas between you all? Is it tough working as a team on certain projects? Nobody, for the most part, we don't work as a team. We go off on our own and do stuff. Like I might ask Kate, like, hey, what did you think about this scene? Like, you know, can you add it? You know, do you have anything to add to this script? Any criticisms? But that's about it. Like, we do most of the videos on our own. So Hate does most of everything on his own. I do mostly everything on my own. Jase does pretty much everything on his own.
Yeah.
We do our own things, and then I just post it on the channel.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to the collaborative stuff, I wouldn't really say that it's like throwing ideas on a dartboard or something, or like throwing direction on a dartboard. It's just like when it comes to like say the Skyrim video, it's like here's all the quest lines, and I asked Stalin, so how much of this do you want to cover? And he's like everything. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
So let's start with the guild quest lines.
Yeah.
Or
So
the Daedric quest
so
lines,
it's like
and it's like if someone's in the call and they're interested in doing it, like I know Baiji's doing some of the Daedric quests.
Yeah,
right?
I think so.
And it's like I claimed a couple. I think I'm helping, or actually maybe Coyote's doing it himself, but I was going to help Coyote
Thieves
get
Guild.
footage for the Thieves Guild.
Yeah.
And then Baiji's also doing the Fighters Guild, right?
I'm not actually aware. I know he was doing the long like exploit of archery. I know he was doing that, but yeah, that yeah, I did work with Hate extensively on that Skyrim review. I had him in call like while I was editing too because I didn't know what clips to use that he was giving me. So
yeah,
we did work together on that one a lot. Everything else, no, pretty much no.
It's like everything I do when I record gameplay, it's like I write in post, so it's like I play some of the game and I give some of my thoughts. So it's like at the best benefit. Like when I record everything and then I edit and trim everything down, and then I export it. I put it on Google Drive for Stalin, and it's like to the best of his benefit. Like everything that I give to him is in order on what's being said in the script. It's just having it's difficult for him to know when exactly I want him to like show something.
Yeah.
Even though I cut it down to like 1 to 2 minute clips sometimes. I'm not saying that's a criticism. I'm just saying that it's like I do everything that I can to help ease Stalin's burdens on my end.
All right. Seems to be about every. Seems to be about every question. All right. That does it for. Oh, hold on. Let's hear. Oh, that's cool to see you work mostly individually, but that's just to ask each other on certain ideas. Well, that's really the last for me. Have a good evening further, everyone. Bye bye. All right. Well, bye bye. All right. Well, we're gonna go bye bye too. So I don't know what the hell we're gonna do next time. We just kind of do whatever.
I do have some ideas, but
okay. Yeah, we could
we'll
talk
talk
about
about
that
later.
later. All right. See you guys.